Hello, youth and government. My name is Judge Tyler Atkinson, and I want to welcome you to this year's mock trial section. I'm so glad that you are here, whether this is your very first time or you're a returning veteran. You are now part of one of the most exciting and challenging parts of youth and government. This section, mock trial, is where we learn how our justice system works by stepping into the shoes of attorneys, witnesses, and judges. And I'll tell you right now, this year's case is very dramatic. I'm excited for you to get your hands on it. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Harper Lynn, local politics, old enemies, and deadly explosions. Even the title sounds like a headline, and that's on purpose. Our cases are designed to feel like they could be ripped straight out of the news because they challenge you to wrestle with real-world legal questions. First, I want to go over some of the case background. So here's the situation. Dakota, friends call him Cody. Maddox is a city council member in the town of Redwood Crossing. He was killed when his car exploded outside of his home in the early morning hours of February 3rd, 2025. Investigators determined that a homemade explosive device had been planted under the car and wired to the car. Charges. The defendant is another council member. Her name is Harper Lynn. Harper is charged with not just murder, but with also conspiracy and solicitation of murder. That means the jury, the judge in our case, will have to decide, did Harper Lynn personally plan or arrange for this bombing? Did she conspire with others to kill a fellow council member? Or did she just try to get someone else to do it for her on her behalf? Prosecution. Prosecution argues that Harper had both motive and opportunity. There was a long-standing feud between her and Maddox, dating all the way back to high school. They went to high school together and fought even then. Witnesses will testify that Harper once shouted out at a council meeting, "You're the rot in this city, and you'll be gone one way or another." February couldn't come fast enough. February is the date when the explosion happened. Investigators also found digital breadcrumbs, a burner phone linked to Harper's old campaign, deleted internet searches about untraceable phones and metadata, and even a $10,000 wire transfer the week before the explosion to some mysterious unknown source. To the prosecution, these details form a clear picture of murder. The defense tells a very different story. They argue that Harper's being framed, that the evidence is circumstantial and unreliable. There's lots of facts all over the place, but they don't rise to the level of beyond a reasonable doubt that she's our murderer. Burner phone was never found in her possession. City laptop was used by interns and left unsecured. The bank transfer, she says, was a case of fraud, and she reported it as fraud. And their expert forensic witness will explain how digital evidence can be spoofed or manipulated. The defense will push back and ask the judge this question: is this beyond a reasonable doubt, or is it just a collection of coincidences and assumptions? Now it's your turn. I hand the case over to you. As delegates, as students, you will take these facts, the witness affidavits, the exhibits, and you'll mash them all together and bring them to life in our courtrooms in district in a couple months, and then state next year. Some of you will be prosecutors fighting to prove Harper Lynn guilty. Others will serve as defense attorneys. You might do both, casting doubt in the case. Witnesses will step into the role of these characters and be ready for cross-examination. Judges will keep order and make their rulings. This is your chance to learn how the justice system balances fairness and facts and advocacy. I want you to remember that mock trial isn't just about winning or losing. It's about sharpening your mind, your speaking skills, your ability to think critically, and understand how our law shapes our communities. When you prepare, when you argue, when you question a witness, you're building skills that will serve you for life. If it's your first time, don't be super afraid. The case should be accessible. It should be something that you can step into, understand, and form arguments around. I'm excited to see the energy, the creativity, and the professionalism that you will bring to this case, the state of Texas versus Harper. Lynn, welcome again to Mock Trial Youth and Government Texas. We're about to have a fantastic year. I'll see you soon.